happened to you? You sit down at the piano and you start playing a song that you know really well because you've practiced it a ton of times. And all of a sudden, as you're playing, you make a mistake and everything falls apart. Kind of like this. If you can relate to playing the piano and making mistakes and having no idea what to do, then you're gonna wanna keep watching because today I'm sharing with you my top tips for how to play the piano with fewer mistakes. Tip number 1 to playing the piano with fewer mistakes is very important. Are you listening? Stop obsessing over your mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. It does not mean that you're not good enough or you're not talented enough or you don't have what it takes. It literally just means that you're willing to pay the price of admission so that you can play the piano confidently. So tip number 1 for playing the piano with fewer mistakes is to stop obsessing over them and learn to accept them as part of the process. You will get better, you will play with fewer mistakes, but you get there by making a lot of mistakes in the process. Okay, tip number 2, when you do make a mistake, which will inevitably happen, keep the song moving. Forget about the note that you missed, that you dropped. You can get him again when you play the song again, but keep the song moving. Don't stop. Don't make a huge deal out of looking for the note that you missed. Just keep it moving. This is especially true when you're performing your piece or you're recording it or you're playing it for friends and family. Most of the time, people don't even know that you've made a mistake, but they will know that you've made a mistake if they see it all over your face, if they hear it in your frustration, if you tell them that you made a mistake. When you go back to practice the song again, you can circle that part, you can work on just that part in particular so that you can smooth it over and polish it up. But when you're playing the full song, don't stop and fix every single mistake, just keep the song moving. Finally, the third thing that will help you play the piano with fewer mistakes is to play for other people as much as possible. This probably will help you more than anything else because the more that you do it, the more comfortable that you're going to get and the more confident that you're going to become and the fewer mistakes that you're going to make. If your friends are coming over, play them the song that you're working on. On Instagram or Facebook, record a short video of you playing a song that you're working on. You're out in public and you see a piano, sit down and play it. I don't care who's watching, who isn't watching, sit down and play. There are so many different ways that you can share your music. The more that you do it, the more that you stop obsessing over your mistakes, keep the song moving, the better and more confident that you're going to get, which is going to lead to you playing with fewer mistakes. Want to hear a secret? You ready? I tell this to my students all the time. If you knew how many mistakes I've made at the piano, you would not think that I would be teaching piano right now because I've made so many mistakes. But the thing is, I learned to persevere anyway. I learned to persevere through my mistakes. And that's how I was able to master playing the piano with ease and confidence. I can sit down, I can sight read any music I want, I can play a whole bunch of songs that I've already learned and polished. The reason why I can do that is because I kept going even when I kept making mistakes. And I didn't see my mistakes as defining me as a piano player or as a musician. I saw them as a way to learn and to get better. I know it's tempting to think that if you make mistakes at the piano, if you make a lot of them over and over again, then you're just not meant to play the piano or you're not talented or you should give it up and try something else. But that's just not true. Every good musician knows that you have to make a ton of mistakes in order to not make mistakes, which sounds really weird. If you're willing to make mistakes as you're learning, then there is literally no limit to what you can do. If I can do this, then you can do this too.